in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. To go up top on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Boom. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Sayin. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might... Answer every score, already down 14-7. Makes the quick grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Washington. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Maryland!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. And won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Washington. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. To the air. It's Sayin. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Toss sweep to the right. Across the 45. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Washington. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw. It's Washington. The sure hands. It's Manning. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Scoops it up, still a live ball. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The toss to the right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass, it's Washington. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you. Goodness gracious. That's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Washington. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Got room at the 35. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more consistent.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Martin back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The toss sweep to the right. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the trying to keep it going. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. Has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Martin will throw it. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not one, not two, not three. Just continue to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he's knocked down.
Well, going RPO in that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up 3rd and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. Martin back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Rush. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Martin will throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
Headed to the end zone, and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Martin back to pass. Working that left side now. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Terrapins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Got it in the middle. It's Rush. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Headed to the end zone, and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Martin will throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. One more play to pad the stats. Toss a sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up.